Good evening, welcome along. It's match day 2 of the AFC Champions League 2. And Al Taawoun Club Stadium in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia hosts Al Taawoun against last season's Iraqi runners-up Air Force. Al Taawoun finished 4th in the Saudi Pro League last season, above some of their bigger spending rivals. Both of these teams won on match day 1. And as you can see, the other two teams in the group have already played this evening. Al Qadiyah got the victory, and so they move on to 3 points, but with 2 games played. It's a straightforward format, this one. There are 32 teams in the competition, so there are 8 groups of 4. Top 2 from each group goes through. The Wolves Park, as the stadium is colloquially known, 33 degrees Celsius. It's come down quite a lot, actually, in the last half hour or so. No Saudi side has ever won the second-tier competition in Asian football. The Saudi Pro League is now rated as Asia's strongest league. A sign of progress of that emerging strength would be strength in depth, and that would be success in this competition. By contrast, Air Force Club have won this competition, a record equaling 3 times in successive seasons, 2016, 17 and 18. It's been relaunched now as the Champions League 2. But the old records survive. At this stage, it's still regionalised. Obviously, this is the West, and Air Force Club have made the journey of about 500 miles, roughly south. The groups run through to December. There's a knockout phase with the round of 16 in February through to May's final. And both of these sides enjoyed their opening day win. Al Taawoun went to Bahrain, and they beat Al Qadiyah 3-2. Musa Barrow was among the goals. He got a couple that day. Air Force won a home game against the Turkmen side, Alten Asya. So far, so good for these two teams. And the hard singing, partying, energetic supporters from Al Taawoun, working hard, keeping the rhythm and the atmosphere going pre-match. So we'll find out. I mean, they don't play each other that often, these two teams. It's the beauty of continental competition, of course, of clubs from different countries playing against each other. We don't know how good they're going to be until the tournament is off and running, and of course, it being a cup competition, there's an element of fortune along the way as well. Element of fortune with the draw. So at the end of the tournament, it always ends up East versus West. It's remarkable how balanced that proves to be. Enduringly balanced. It'll be interesting. We'll see, with all the money that's, well, some of the Saudi clubs, it will be interesting to see the tipping balance of Asian football with that. We'll find out. Al Taawoun did pretty well. They finished above some of the clubs with the PIF money, above Al Ittihad, for example, which is carrying Benzema's side. So, you know, they're doing pretty well. Season's very new. This time round in Saudi Arabia, Saudi club can register 8 senior foreigners and a couple of young players on top of that. See how many away fans there are. People move around West Asia and work in different parts of it, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has attracted lots of overseas workers, so there may be some Air Force Club fans around. Our Chinese match officials will lead the players out. Chen Yinhao and his 2 Chinese assistant referees and a 4th official from Tajikistan. And unlike the Champions League Elite level, there is no VAR in Champions League 2. There's a new anthem that the players will line up for before coming through and paying their respects to one another. So the Champions League Two anthem has sounded. Al Taawoun from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia against Air Force Sporting Club. Formed way back in 1931. The English name, an acknowledgement of its history. It does have an updated Iraqi name as well, but we will go with Air Force. Have a look at the team used now. There's a very, very late change, so the original lineup had Hatan coming in, a very experienced Saudi international, but he's dropped down to the last moment, so Lucas comes in onto the pitch and Hatan drops down to the bench. I imagine, though, that if he's injured, he won't be able to take part. I can't imagine why else they would have made the change. Faisal Faj is out of the squad. Bouteb, the Saudi international central defender, comes in. Mohammed Al-Quaikbi comes in. He's another international winger. More Brazilians in their team than any of the other Saudi teams. 4 changes as well for Air Force. Before we get to the details, we'll let the Chinese referee do the toss. The final arrangements. Bashar takes the captain's armband for Air Force. We'll look at their side. 4 changes for them. 1's in goal. Mohammed Rahim comes in. Back 4 is unchanged. Ahmed Zaya comes into the midfield, the Nigerian midfield player. Bashar Rezan Ala Abbas, who's an Iraqi international striker, come and play further forward. The other overseas players, as well as Ahmed Zaya, is Arnold Temanfo, Cameroon-born Frenchman, and Gerald Quilota, another Frenchman. Well, the wind is certainly blowing. It's the early days of this new format, newly rebranded, reorganised competition. And these two sides are both kicked off with a win. Al Taawoun are in all yellow and Air Force in all blue. In the last moments, so Ashraf El Madoui is wearing the armband. And it will be João Pedro, one of those Brazilians, to get us underway. Referee Chen Jinhao blows his whistle. Al Taawoun get us kicked off. 2 wins at the start of the group. When there's only 6 group games in it, would be a huge step towards qualification early on. We'll see if either of these sides can take that step forward. Al Taawoun have monopolised possession so far, sort of dropped into the midfield, and then Musa Barrow, who'd scored about now in their opening game. Slice clearance by the recalled Mohamed Rahim. Barrow scored 2 goals. First one right at the start of the game, seconds into it. Therefore, unable to too many touches of the ball, but they do make some ground. Rodolfo Arua Barrena against Wissam Rezik. That's Arua Barrena, the Argentine coach who was a left back for Argentina. 5 caps spread over about 10 years. Wissam Rezik, the Qatari, who's got well over 100 caps. A legend of West Asian football. Therefore, are now enjoying a little spell of possession. Arnold Temanfo to Ruslan, who's the right back. Temanfo clips it into the midfield and forward by Mustafa. The touch around the corner came from Ala. And there's no foul. Said Abdulhamir into the penalty area. That's an awkward clearance. Kneed away by the Brazilian, one of the Brazilians, André Giroto. So clean enough challenge by the experienced Iraq international. Mileson's a giant goalkeeper. Keep the ball away from him. There's one by the yellow-shirted defender. Zed puts the ball out of play. That's Lucas, who wasn't in the original starting lineup. You can make a late change if there's an injury problem, which I'm guessing is what has happened to Hatta, who'd been recalled to the team anyway, so it was already going to be a change. Oh, vast amount of contact there. Well, Taawoun trying to come forward. Barrow spreads it out towards Fahad, the right back, and they move it quickly on. Quigby out wide. Mabui then comes back into the defence to Muteb, one of those central defenders. Barrow tries to turn. Was Rezik. He left Al Sadd recently. He's got a couple of Spanish assistants. Spanish coaching influence evident throughout these Asian football tournaments. Well, Taawoun trying to get the break going again and are unable to do so. Flicked on, and it will be easy enough for Mohamed Rahim to collect and quickly bowl out. Good pressure from Ahmed Azahir in that midfield area, and they do win it back. Air Force, the Iraqi side. Been playing football since the 30s. That with the name tells you the origins of the club. They've kept going, had a period of glory in the last decade. This is decent football again, and Mustafa down that right side. They're just Don't want to let Taawoun get out. They're determined to play from deep. Skillfully done. Got themselves into trouble like that on some occasions, but it's got them out neatly. Now what can they do with the space that they've created? Fahad, the beneficiary down that right side. I always think it's incumbent upon a team to attack quickly once you've gone to all that trouble, taken those risks. There's Lucas getting up left side. He rolls it, and this should be easy enough for the goalkeeper. An underhit cross by René Rivas. The disappointment of the Brazilian striker, João Pedro, was waiting. No boos for Air Force knocking the ball around at the back. It's not the biggest club in Saudi Arabia by far. Attendance is well down this year. Well, it's pretty much the start of the season, so it's not overdo it. 5 games in, 2 wins, a draw, and a couple of defeats. And it's a very, very tough league in which to play now, the Saudi Pro League. No joy as it was played out to Mohammed Al-Quaikbi. Played over the top for Al Abbas to chase, and he takes the shot on first time, the Iraq international striker. Would have taken some effort to score in that situation. Tipped out of play carelessly by João Pedro. In the Saudi League, the foreigner slots are far more dotted around. A host of world-famous footballers. Al Taawoun almost more traditionally Asian in that it's dominated by solid pro Brazilians. Leaning into the back of Al Abbas. Arnold to Monfo to Ruslan. It's given away. João Pedro. René Rivas, very attacking, left back. And Makdui. And Makdui again, the captain. Muteb changes the point, and they go through Girotto instead. There's no high press though. And Abbas is happy to let the defenders have it in this kind of area. And then it goes long. We'll have to check for a flag. There's a loud blow of the whistle to stop René Rivas. Good call by the assistant referee. They've got to call it, unlike in the elite stage where assistant referees are obviously, with the VAR in existence, advised to not call the close ones. Does mean that you often see players go on when they really would have been flagged. Can just tilt the game a little bit. The Manfo's header. Played out to the right back, Fahad. back to Girotto, who then felt obliged just to launch it. Gerald Kilota to Al Abbas, now to Mustafa. It's got to be dealt with. It was dealt with effectively, and then it was good play by Makdoui, just in front of his own box. And Mohamed Koiki is shoved to the ground by Ahmed Isaiah. Nigerian Isaiah picked up on a free transfer, good bit of business. Is Rivas, Venezuelan, goes back to Muteb and across to Girotto and back to Mailson. He was responsible for one of the goals in the first game that they played. That kind of position, passed the ball to an opposition striker who immediately scored. If you've been watching football anywhere in the world, you'll be familiar with that pattern. Al Abbas. His foot trodden on there by René Rivas. Fahad turned and went forward to El Koikbi. Missed the down, and then he releases the pass out towards Musa Barrow. And the Gambian produced a little bit of magic. Not this time. Fading away. The wrong way. Ruslan, who was down. I guess something must have happened after the shot had come in from Barrow, former Bologna and Atalanta player. The choir in front of the Wolves Park sign. Very even game so far. Air Force on the attack. It's their throw despite the protestations from Muteb. Safa does the job in front of the back four. Sort of a 4-1-4-1. For Air Force in the blue. Ahmed Rahim kicks it long over the head of Ala. One in the challenge, it's Musa who comes back, Musa Barrow. So they play it back to the goalkeeper again. And committed to it, under Aruna Barrena, Argentine coach. Musa Barrow again. René Rivas. Barrow. Muteb, Saudi Arabia international. Girotto. Press only really comes when it crosses the halfway line. It's Arnold Tamanfo who ran all the way to press that ball, the central defender. Zed to Arnold Tamanfo. Ruslan. The Iraqi international's aired again. Poked it forward. Was intercepted by Rivas. And then collected by Lucas. Lucas is Bolivian, by the way, the late call into the team of Bolivian international. That's João Pedro. Here's Muteb. Headed by Gerald Quilota. El Magdui is under some pressure. They're forced back, but they play forward comfortably. Musa Barrow, stop to a midfield kind of role. Renny Ribas swings a high cross in. Goalkeeper stays on his line, probably wise because it was swinging away. And then Ahmed Isaiah. Rivas. Girotto. Magdui again back to the Brazilian central defender. And again, of course, happy to let the back line have it. Well, Magdui then can drop in, or Flavio actually, one of the Brazilians, dropped in to get on the ball. And there's Lucas, who is brought down by the challenger, Saad Abdulhamid. Lucas again, the Bolivian, and drills it forward, and the goalkeeper comes and kicks it away. It was unorthodox from Mohamed Rahim. Very quickly ends up in the hands of the other goalkeeper, Big Milson, at the back for Al Taawoun. Another long ball attempted. Neither side's been able to use the tactical, possession-based approach to create real chances. Musa Barrow. Good defended though by Arnold Tamanfo. Ruslan has to clear, and he's done well actually. It went forward to Isaiah. the target was the centre forward Ala Abbas, and Milson came to get it. Al-Makdui and Musa Barrow in that midfield, an 8 if you like, if you want to number your midfielders by number, wearing 99 but basically not a winger. I presume that Hattan was going to play in a similar role. He would have been hoping to play better passes than that. This is Saad Abdullah Mir. Safa. Sent out to Mustafa. Zaid. And Arnold to Manfo. Ruslan. And it ricochets kindly for Azaya. We'll get to Mustafa, having made that ground, they go back, which is fine if you're playing a patient possession game, if you're prepared to stick with it. And trust that the opportunities will come, and if they don't, well, at least you're keeping it tight. They're very disciplined so far from Air Force. Lucas to Ribas, the two young South Americans who aren't Brazilians, down that left flank. Lucas coming in field, the pressing is much more rigorous in their own half from Air Force. Zed forward. Ala Abbas, they managed to work it out to that left side. Now it goes into the middle, the diving header required to get it away. The referee's whistle has gone. I wondered for a second, I couldn't quite hear whether he'd blown his whistle. The referee calling for a bit of help. Goalkeeper can't be expected to play on. We see this as a time-wasting tactic, but obviously wouldn't suggest that they want to slow the game down just this early. Air Force drew their first Iraqi game of the season. 7 times the champions of Iraq. Latest, what now would be the 4th season, so back in 2021. Mohamed Rahim looks okay. Not entirely. Got a grimace on his face. Was Amrazik using the stoppage as an opportunity for a timeout? A little bit of coaching advice. So Fahad makes his way back over to the right-back position. That wasn't a substitution. He'd obviously just gone off. For some reason, while the goalkeeper was also getting some treatment. Quakeby. And they emerge with the ball. Opportunity now for El Taawoun. He's pulled it back across the edge of the penalty area. And it was a bad choice by El Quakeby. Here's Moussa Barrow. Nothing the Gambian could do to keep that ball in play. That was poor bit of play, in truth, by Zed. And what a winger did was more complicated than shooting. That's for sure. Throw in that will be taken by Rivas. João Pedro has made a meal of that and ended up losing about 40 metres going back in his own half to retain possession. Here's Mutep. Careless passing, and that goes down as a shot at goal, which will wake up the statisticians, if nothing else. Rivas. And Barrow tells him to slow it down. And an offside flag it is then raised against Lucas. Two offsides to nil. We've had little in the way. Chances, near misses. Another man down, but he gets back up quickly. Ruslan. Is there a gap here? Barrow through the middle. João Pedro pinged his pass. Too hard. No chance of being able to control it. They come again. El Quakeby. And he dips inside. Zaya, and then Ruslan back to the goalkeeper. Oh, we've got lucky. Didn't seem to want the ball in that situation. Was Ruslan going to give it to him again? No, he changes his mind. I think that's more sensible to come back away. Ruslan and the referee quibbling over a couple of steps. Then a high boot is raised by Rivas. Free kick given. Mustafa holds the back of his head. And Ruslan comes and waves an imaginary yellow card at the referee. Arnold to Manfo. Mustafa. Got a little bit of skill, wasn't able to pull it off. McDewey. Koigby came in off the right flank. Fahad has taken his position and advanced on the right. Koigby again. Lofts a little pass to Rivas, who'd come into the middle. Not quite at inverted fullback's position yet, but there's no reason you have to stay wide as a fullback. Or a moment ago, El Koigby, the right winger. Didn't gamble with a pass between those two closing players. Now they've worked their way out. And it will be a free kick. It's a good referee. Just gave it a second, and the second pass had gone astray. It's an obvious foul, isn't it? Two hands in the back by Azaya. Madui to Giroto. One of the centre-backs come into the midfield and just help them get that ball in good order up to the front players. Something they haven't really been able to do. Fahad. Flavio. It's a well-timed run. Now the ball goes into the middle, looking for João Pedro. Might have done a step over there, João Pedro. He doesn't mind one of those. Led to the early goal in the previous game. El Makdoui to Flavio. Barrow turns. It's too far from goal to do anything spectacular from there, and then it breaks down when it was lost by Fahad. Good pressure, though, applied by the full-back. Azaya, he's dispossessed, wanted a free kick, doesn't get it out of Flavio. And Makdoui, intercepted comfortably by Gerald Gilota. Safa, and he gets it again. Safa Hadi. Gerald Gilota hasn't really got forward down that left side. Available for a pass, but then generally then just come back inside. That one was pinged at him. Now where does he go? Safar has it. And then he went to try and recover, and the referee says no, he got the ball cleanly. Safa plays it, and the long-range effort is well held. Sad with the shot from a long range, a long way out. Only the second shot on target of the game. Both saved by Males. Gerald's foul. Flavio. Isaiah goes quickly. Arnold Sermanfo. Isaiah turns and comes to Mustafa. Just one in the box. Isaiah now gets in there. And the touch wasn't great, but he moves it on. And the shooting chance this time comes to Ala Abbas. It was a better sight of goal. And it was still a comfortable save made by Mailson. El Maktoui to Flavio. They work it well again to El Kwaipi, but now they need the magic. Now they need to upset that well-organised defensive structure, but El Kwaipi trying to do that. Fahad can take it on. With an optimistic cross, there's only João Pedro waiting in the middle. He was onside, probably needed to come quicker. I'm not sure João Pedro deliberately left it. Mustafa Saroun is the player struggling. They were fourth last season, Al Taawoun, but a long way off the top. 59 points from, I think, 27 points behind Al Hilal. Take a considerable effort to bridge the gap. I suppose that's what you have in a lot of the top European leagues. You have a little elite core of teams that would take a magnificent effort for a lesser resource side to overhaul them. Earnest discussions going on. Both sets of players. Mustafa seems to, I don't know if he's had a prior left thigh problem. Former Villarreal Boca Juniors left back. Picture of concern. An Intertoto Cup winner, no less. When he was with Villarreal. If you're too young, you've never heard of the Intertoto Cup, look it up. Flick on by Ala, but there was no one in blue ahead of him. He closes down Mailson. Big goalkeeper can have another go. Rolls it out to Flavio. Girotto. Brazilian to Brazilian. Flavio again. Scored in the first game. Absolute thumping header. Hasn't really got in the box in this one. To a 4-4-2 in a defensive structure now, Air Force. Zed turns and wins the race. Didn't fancy the back pass because of João Pedro, and then got suckered into making a challenge. Now he's given a free kick away in a decent crossing position. Just too much of a shove. Been a closely contested, tight first half. Prime time for a set piece to make a difference, perhaps. Regulation warning from the referee. Well, Taawoun whipped the ball in, diving header away by Safa. Set pieces have not been the salvation. Milson smashes a big diagonal, really good pass. There's a bit of a waste. It was Giroto still forward. He managed to keep the ball in play. Weight on it was perfect. Just needed to keep the ball up that end of the pitch again, really. Mohamed Rahim, unable to take his own goal kick, it would seem. Zaid came back and smashed it straight down the pitch to the other goalkeeper, or to the goalkeeper at the other end. 62-38 possession, no surprise. Always feel that you need some kind of positional rider on possession stats, because if it's just here, and I think most of it has been, then the opposition aren't concerned at all. Going to turn the possession into chances, or use it as a defensive weapon. It is both. Just having a good tactical positional sense to keep the ball, and having the technique to be able to not make mistakes as you're passing it around. Sort of the refuge of the less talented technical player is to smash it down the pitch. Easier to do. But with top quality defenders, usually just a matter of giving the ball away. Rivas spins one in for Barrow to chase. Ruslan was there. It was just a hit and hope clearance. Jean Pedro is dispossessed. He'll need to just improve a little bit in the second half, Jean Pedro. Expecting a lot from their Brazilian centre-forward. Mustafa. Again, the pass was just a little short. Sometimes the pass that's too short is actually a good one, in that it works out well. That it just draws opposition players out of a rigid defensive structure. Here's Barrow. Played for a very interesting, inventive teams in Italy, in Atalanta and Bologna. He spreads the play out to El Quigby. Was there a foul by Fahad? No, just a throw against Basha. Now the opportunity for a break. Mustafa haven't worked these breaks very well, Air Force, so far. He's got Ala Abbas, who is onside. And Ahmed Isaiah with the shot. What a goal! Well, 45 minutes of precious little action around the penalty areas, and Ahmed Isaiah has pulled the trigger, and what a finish! Long range, right into the bottom corner, in off the post. Air Force lead. Well, all of the plans of managers, sometimes it is just that a player trying his luck. Might have been a close one for the offside, but there's no VAR. He found himself a little bit of room, but what a finish. Just rolls it with the bottom of the boot, send it up, make himself that little corridor through, and boy, he found the gap. Well, not that I can see any blame for Mailson. Just a wicked shot. They win it back again, and then that's hammered downfield, so they will count that among the shots to go. Well, I imagine Wissam Razik will have one or two reservations that Air Force probably could have done better. The coaches are always critical, aren't they? Probably giving the ball away too much. That's the sort of thing that he'll be unhappy about, but deep down, they've kept it solid defensively. They've scored a brilliant goal. What else do you want away from home? Would he have been offside? I don't know. Girotto, the right of the two centre-backs, it was so close. Just about the edge of the D. And very much the bottom corner. In off the post, deadly. Air Force trying to force another just before half-time, and the heads go up. Couldn't get the shot away, and the referee blows his whistle. Well, there was little goal-mouth incident in this game. It was tight, two well-organised, hard-working teams. And then Nigerian midfielder Ahmed Ajaya went for it from the edge of the D, and it was a brilliant finish, and that is the difference between the two sides in Wolves Park at half-time. It is Taawoun 0, Air Force 1. Welcome back. It's the AFC Champions League Two, the Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, so it's north-central Saudi Arabia, 500 miles south of Baghdad, which is where the visitors from Air Force Club have flown down. And they've flown into a 1-0 lead. Well, they grabbed their way to a 1-0 lead and then scored a really good goal at the end of the first half. And the pressure is now on the home side to be more creative, in short. Both teams were solid, both look hard to play against, hard to beat, but those circumstances, set piece, bit of magic, long-range shot that pings in, such as the one from Ahmed Isaiah. A change coming for the visitors. Oh, it's Mustafarov who was struggling at various points, and Yusuf comes on. So we are underway in the second half with Air Force Club leading by a 1-0 against Al Taawoun. The Iraqi side, 3 times winners of this tournament. No Saudi side has won the second tier. It's a newly reorganised competition, but they've kept the records from the old one. Decent start by Air Force in blue. And the skipper Bashar with a little bit of skill. Team just before the game was that Hatan, the experienced international, was due to return to the Saudi side, but he pulled out literally just beforehand and was replaced by the young Bolivian Lucas. Al Taawoun in yellow and Air Force are in blue. And the ball is delivered in the change of angle, and it was half a chance. Ala Abbas, the centre forward, found by Gerald's cross. Isaiah doing some positive closing down. A little shove, perhaps not seen, and then so it's offside against Musa Barrow. Musa Barrow, top scorer for Al Taawoun so far this season. A couple in this competition already, and a couple in the league as well. Despite their indifferent start to the league campaign, they're top of 2 relatively unwanted stats in the early part of the Saudi Pro League. 15 yellow cards and 3 reds. A particular sign of them having that kind of attitude in the 45, 47 minutes that we've watched here. That's given away. Ala Abbas can go wide to Bashar. Bashar's into the penalty area. Got to do it alone. It's got to be a penalty, hasn't it? But no, it's put in. Well played, the referee, and brilliantly played by Saad Abdul Amir. It's 2-0 to Air Force. It would have been a penalty. It was a definite foul, but Saad followed up, backed up the play, and thought, well, why not just slam it in the back of the net? Well, that was the mistake. That was the crucial bit. There's a lovely bit of skill coming up, though, from Bashar here. A little step over, dragged it back. He wanted a penalty. I was all for blowing the whistle. The referee wisely just waited a second. The midfielder carried on his run into the penalty area. And Saad Abdul Amir has made it 2. Right at the end of the first half, right at the beginning of the second. So far, it is looking like a very positive start to their Champions League 2 campaign. Here's Ahmed Ozaya. Yusuf has come on down that right flank. Direct replacement for Mustafa, who limped through a fair bit of the first half. The choir and the drummers lay back into position. The team have conceded again. They're forming up. So they had 60-something% of possession, Al Taawoun, in the first half. And this is all racking up possession. When they go forward, then the pressure comes. Mr. Barrow went down, the referee's played it on again. It's not such a good advantage as the first one that led to the second goal. Now Quakeby, good skill under good pressure. Wide to Flavio in that wide position. Expecting it to be the right back. Fahad. This is Fahad. Now Quakeby again. Got some skill. The right winger. Moving the ball quickly, but they were forced backwards. No obvious route through again for Al Taawoun. Barrow. They're defending. No foul, led to the penalty area. They cleared it effectively. A little bit of luck with that clearance, because it smashed straight into the score of the first goal, Ahmed Ozaya. By the score of the second, Saad Abdul Amir. Movement by Air Force. They were able just to create a little bit of room, but again, on safety first and backwards. Zaid, Iraqi international defender, out to Ruslan, the right back. Yusuf, the half-time substitute. Safety first, pass taken again. I think there was an attacking option. Gerald, nice touch around the corner by Zaya again, and Gerald can drive forward here. The left back runs past one, ships it on to Basha, and Basha puts a good-looking ball in. And Ala Abbas just trying to get a little bit of a flick on. I think the defending was good. Stopped him doing what he wanted with the header, but Ruslan has won it back again, and he whips it in, and it's into the arms of the goalkeeper, Milson. Al Taawoun are on the back foot, despite having so much of the ball. Maktui. Pedro. Now Quakeby, some space, picked up by Gerald. He gets a cross in over everybody, only two there waiting. Reduces your chances of the cross coming off, of course, if you don't commit bodies into the box. Flavio. Girotto. sort of Brazilian magic, Al Taawoun. But a Bolivian magic now, Lucas. René Rivas. Run made by Fahad, sprinted into the penalty area. El Quaitby. Only two as El Quaitby puts it into the box. Fahad. El Makdoui. Giroto. It wasn't the best of balls, back to Muteb. Now the overlapping run. Rivas. Couldn't get the cross away. And of course, again, happy to play ball out from the back, backing their technique. Zaya giving it away. El Makdoui. Put in by Safa. Shove it wide towards Lucas. Puts it into the penalty area. Two defenders. Hardly any room at all for João Pedro. El Quaitby. Now there are bodies in the box waiting. Can he find Barrow? Foul by Musa Barrow. Wasn't a bad cross. Brave defending actually by Ruslan. Good fullback play. Took right in, close to the central defenders. Make sure you get your head on it. Bravely win the free kick. Nothing wrong with Musa Barrow going for that. You do have to take care of players here. Right, changes a triple for Al Taawoun. Bringing the changes in attacking areas, it would seem. So Lucas is off, El Quaitby is off. It's a shame because he's been one of their better players. One more off. Rivas, left back. So, on. Come. With all these substitutions, Ibrahim Joel, who will come and play left back. So, it's looking like for like. Mateus Castro, another Brazilian, is on. So we haven't given up on the Brazilian magic yet. And Abdul Fattah, who's a Saudi international, who's the number 9. Al Taawoun on the attack. Fascinating to see real in-depth investigation into 5 subs. Changed the game. Sort of feels like it has, but we don't know how. Here's an opportunity, and then the offside flag is up against Mateus Castro. One of those subs just on. Interesting to see if there's a correlation between number of subs made. Instinctively think the big clubs benefit because they've got deeper squads. Doesn't seem to have affected the number of goals. In that respect, it's the same for the attack as it is for the defence. So you could say the fresher legs allows the pressing football to carry on later into a game. There's Ahmed Azaya. Yusuf. Throw for Air Force. They found some new energy. A bit tardy coming back after half-time. Obviously needed a break. By the time they got going, they were 2-0 down. Girotto out to Fahad. Pedro turns, they work it wide. Comes to Barrow, tries to batter his way through. Long range shot. We're too critical of long range shooting, given that's how the deadlock was broken. The collision. Not sure there's a foul by anybody there. That more than 30 metres from the goal. Taawoun throw. Playing further up the pitch and into the penalty area, and a lovely bit of skill, and it's back off the post, and not a bit of luck at all. Desperately unlucky, Abdul Fattah. Terrific bit of skill there. Then he chops it back. Oh, it's pushed onto the post. Credit to Mohamed Rahim here. He's seen this fingertip save. Abdul Fattah did everything right. First shot on goal. First shot on target, that is. It's Flavio. El Makdoui. And then the overlapping run comes from Fahad, and he's onside, and it's cut into the penalty area. Oh, what a finish! João Pedro. Well, there's our long-awaited Brazilian magic. They've rallied impressively here, Al Taawoun. Since the changes, fresh energy, new chances, and one of those buried by the Brazilian. Well, terrific energy from the right back. Fahad, credit to him, but there was so much work for João Pedro to do. Back to goal, he had to come out, get around it, find the power, and he gave the keeper no chance at all. Well, now we've got a game. Yusuf. Home supporters on the scent of blood here, aren't they? Abdul Fattah turns it back to Musa Barrow. The players who've been on the whole time have found some energy now. The shot wide from El Maktoui. Got to keep this momentum. Now, dare I suggest that he's not badly injured. Well, the role of the hands does not have an international translation. But sometimes it means I need to come off, and sometimes it means I need a bit of treatment. And as the goalkeeper, the game has to stop if the goalkeeper demands treatment. And as Taawoun had a chance, a shot from Abdul Fattah that was really well saved. There's that moment. I honestly don't know whether it was offside or not. That was a terrific shot against the post. Had some really good goals. That was Fahad being caught in the build-up to the second goal. Now, this would have been a penalty, in my mind, I think pretty clearly, but didn't have to be, because Saad carried on, smashed the ball past the goalkeeper. So that was 2-0 early in the second half. And that's Fahad getting forward, so the touch wasn't perfect. On reflection, that was. 12 goals last season, João Pedro. It was his first playing for Taawoun. Here's Castro. Flavio. Abdul Fattah, and then hope towards the edge of the penalty area, but they're fighting for the second ball. But is there a breaking opportunity now for Air Force? Abdul Zaya. Safa. Sad turned into a challenge. Mutev, the central defender, is convinced the referee's got this wrong. He's got some of the ball. Getting the ball doesn't mean it can't be a foul, though. As old referees put it, players used to be allowed to use the ball as a decoy. Get a bit of the ball, smash through your opponent. Midway through the second half, it's a good contest. Bashar with the free kick for Air Force, who would love their 2-goal cushion again. Not going to get it like that. Ibrahim floated forward and then charged down by Musa Barrow. Girotto turns it back to the goalkeeper, Mailson. Run by Gerald, but it was his foul. There's Castro, shows his urgency. Flavio. Mess that situation up with Ibrahim and Barrow. And Bass. And a mixed contribution. Mustafa Walid is replacing it. Smile on his face as he leaves the pitch. His team are winning. In that respect, job done. Gerald's through. Fatah to Ibrahim. Uteb. Musa Barrow tipped over the top for Ibrahim to chase the left back. Ended by Safa. It's a nice bit of skill by the sub, Mustafa Walid. Really good play as he found the teammates he has as well. Yusuf, Bashar. That would be a good time for a little bit of extra magic. Bashar again, and a dink over the top. Still there. Sad for his second. Skillful play by Bashar again. It's up a bit of ground and then consolidates it. Yusuf. Back to Bashar. Got a roaming playmaker role. Meditaya. Really good game, the Nigerian. Possession given away again. A chance for Mr. Barrow to chase. Got to go into the corner though. It's aggressive play by Arnold Temanfo. Mr. Barrow wants a bit of help, but eats up the ground and then through the back, but not enough for a foul, just using his body. Ruslan. Yusuf. Just a throw in. Usher on that far side. Stopped by a fairly robust challenge. Barrow's point is it was a shove. A bit of the ball won. Meditaya. Fatah. Just to find Castro. Zaid away. Too far away. Pressure. Oh, he's got an injury here. Interesting to see whether they give the ball back or not. This is Ibrahim. The sub hasn't been on long. Goalkeeper down as well. And it's required everywhere. Just come into the team. Ahmed Rahim. Cynicism aside, he's not actually wasting any time here because there's already another player down. Medics seem to be asking for the stretcher. Well, the Taawoun medics treating Ibrahim. So the goalkeeper seemed to have made his last. We've got a couple of keepers on the bench. We won't know whether it was a gamble to play him or not. So it would seem that Raheem. This wasn't the incident, was it? I wonder if that was where he was initially injured. Well, that's Musa Barrow going off. That's got nothing to do with the two injuries. Mandash comes on, so it's Ali Abadi comes on. It was regarded as being a bit tough for a goalkeeper to come on. Played in their previous game of the competition. Saad Al Nasser is also on for Al Taawoun. So we'll see what we do about the left back. He's a winger, so it could just be stick a winger in a defensive position, given the circumstances in the game. Al Taawoun on the attack with Castro, the Brazilian. Left-footed, almost wants to come inside initially. Hope to draw the challenge. It's a good challenge though. And a play for the corner. Another delay. Onto the pitch here. Gerald didn't get a lot of the ball, did he? But it wasn't his contact that sent Castro down. I think that was his own volition. corner, defended at the near post. Basha helps it out of play. Free kick, it goes against Fahad. Fahad's header. Competition in that midfield area again. It's Sad, one of the subs with the forward pass. That's a free kick given against Castro by Gerald, the Frenchman. Basha. A lovely touch around the corner, miscontrol by the generally excellent Ahmed Azaya. So Pedro closing the ball down. It's not the most mobile. Cracks a punch when he gets a chance, though, as we saw for the goal that gave us this contest. Put the game on a knife edge. And Sad crosses into the penalty area looking for the Brazilian, and there's a foul given against João Pedro for the challenge on the new goalkeeper, Ali Abadi. Already lost one goalkeeper, Air Force. He was up early. Castro had failed to deal with the ball anyway, having seen it go past the other two. It's a good point. A bit of time will have to be added on. Ali Abadi is fine and carries on. Sad. Good challenge. Air Force win possession. Back again. There's Sad. Abdul Amir. Now Ahmed Azaya. Safa. Played it wide, and Yusuf Ruslan, the right back now. Last touch of the Air Force player. They're close to 2 wins from 2. No one really playing up front for Air Force. The nearest thing to it is Basha, but he's roaming up front there, but pretty much not staying there. Into a 5-4-1. And they're defending. Fahad, Castro, Flavio, El Makdoui, Rutep. Line of engagement has dropped deeper for Air Force. It's understandable, not necessarily wise. Castro. In goalkeeper's ball though. No challenge, that's the problem with kicking it long if you're not playing it forward. Got away with it really, because that's careless play to knock it out of play. Tense business being a football coach. It's a lovely bit of skill by Basha. But he is an isolated figure. And he goes again, another bit of skill. Skill all on his way to a corner. No, goal kick, isn't it? Yeah. Sense of urgency from Al Taawoun, they need it. 6 minutes will be a fair bit of added time. They want the win, they want 2 goals. Right now, I think they'd sign up for 1 if you offered it. Is Mandash. He's left it. Dewey. Quite a left-back position, is it? But he's popped over to the left to get on the ball. Flavio goes back. And McDewey again. Well-organised team. Enforcement of foul there by Mustafa Walid. Razik might come to regret the defensive changes he's made. He shut up the shop. Conceded. Still half an hour to play. 61st minute. Now the ball can go into that penalty area. It's well defended by Zaid, I think. And it's a throw. Plenty over there in yellow. And offside. Oh, that's careless, isn't it? Ball went back to the throw-in taker. Not sure what he's complaining about. It's an obvious offside. Their own fault, Al Taawoun. No free kick this time. Ahmed Isaiah goes down and rolls. So his teammates put the ball out of play. El Maktoui is convinced that this is a ploy to break momentum and waste time. There was a bit of contact. And the referee is persuaded Ahmed Isaiah back to his feet without any treatment. Very sportingly, Al Taawoun give the ball back to Air Force. That's a poor clearance. Collision between 2 of the blue-shirted players for Air Force, who finished second in the Iraqi League last season. Cross goes the excellent Arnold Temanfo. The right-sided of the two centre-backs. And a free kick as well for the Iraqis. And again, they kick it long, but there's no one there. It's the... I've been full of praise for their organisation, but it doesn't really make sense, does it, just to give possession away as easily as that? Now Taawoun come again. In the last minute of the 90, but it's not the last minute of the game by any stretch. Ahmed, his eye is genuinely struggling. He wasn't able to put the burners on at all there. He might have got there instead. He's got a long way to run back, and there is a gap or two now. Can Taawoun make the most of it this time? Castro is wide over on the left side now. It's his natural side. Into the penalty area it goes. And here's an opportunity. Can he just get a moment to get the shot away? Mandash, and the header is just wide from João Pedro. Had a lot to do. I thought momentarily Mandash would just shift and shoot. Ahmed Azayed wasn't able to go on. He wasn't trying it on. Not as cynical as some of us think, these footballers. Mohamed Sami is the replacement. But he's made his mark on this game. Poor first half. That was the moment of it. Super finish. Sami comes on in the first, and the 7 minutes we're adding on. Now it goes long, too long for Abdul Fattah. No need to panic. Still 5.5 minutes left to play. They've created chances in the last 5 minutes. It's been a proper battle. Again, they go long, and again it just comes straight back. This time, tries to find someone wearing blue. It's a more sensible plan. Mustafa Walid down that right side. Pressure applied by Mohamed Sami. He's just on. So he won't have the fatigue that most other players on the pitch have, but also hard to get up to speed straight away. That ball is kept in play. Good ball down the right flank, the left flank. And again, the referee says play on. It was a really good bit of play by Sad. Gerald Quilota and Mohamed Sami. Run out of it, and then the foul by Gerald. 4 to play. The choir and the band are ratcheting up the tension. as their side desperately seeks an equalising goal. Free kick though will waste some time. Good play by Yusuf, the half-time substitute. Saad Abdullah Mira showed his experience. 79 caps for Iraq. Knows his way around the game. Here's Zaid. Two straight, goalkeeper's ball. Milson can get Al Taawoun straight on the attack again. That was some throw. And given away by Castro. Quickly recovered though. Flavio gives his Brazilian countryman another go into the penalty area. He tries to go, but the excellent Arnold Termanfo holds him off, and it was an arm raised as he took possession there. The referee is just waving away any notion that there was a foul. Fingers in the face. You would feel that. I think if you're a wrestler or a mixed martial artist, you might think that, you know, there's no need to be down on the ground at the moment. It's Al Taawoun who need the momentum. I'm not sure if Ashraf El Baghdou was just saying, get it kicked. He's just hacked downfield. They have brought a lot of pressure on themselves. Air Force by not being able to provide any respite by keeping the ball at the top of the pitch. Girotto goes for the big switch, but the defenders have defended well. Defended their penalty area well. Goes long. Well, that one's been allowed to drop. Almost a chance, and now the shot, and a comfortable save. It was Castro who struck it, and he scuffed it again. Having just praised them, that was ragged at the back from Air Force. Mustafa Walid. And again, same argument here. It's worse than saying it's a stupid foul, isn't it? By El Makdoui's frustration boiling over. It wasn't terrible, it didn't hurt him, but it's the last thing his team needed from the captain. Just allows the opposition to kill the momentum, waste another minute. Well, those supporters have tried their level best, but for half an hour, Air Force have defended the penalty area superbly. They're almost there. They're on the verge of a two-goal winning streak at the start. But Castro off the bar. Well, how close they came to an equalising goal. Agonising. It fell for the Brazilian, and he lashed it towards what he hoped was the back of the net. Smashed off the bar. And added time, on the end of added time. Well, I've got to say, the big hit and hope ball worked. It fell, and he smashed it. And that was the last action. And Air Force have started the AFC Champions League 2 campaign with 2 wins from 2 in the group. And boy, they were made to work for that. A proper battle, a proper hard-fought game of football. Ahmed Isaiah with a super goal right at the end of the first half. They got another. Sad, inventive, clever play from him to keep on going, take the opportunity, and there probably would have been a penalty. João Pedro with a thumping finish of his own. The Brazilian striker got Taawoun back into it, still with half an hour to play. They piled on the pressure after that, but they didn't create many chances till right at the end when Matheus Castro, one of the other Brazilians, smashed the ball against the bar. It didn't end up in the back of the net, so Air Force Club win 2 from 2. Full time, Taawoun 1, Air Force 2.